Hey guys, so for today what we're gonna do is I have dahlias that I got from the big box store. So I'm gonna show you when I buy them, what do I do. So I'm in zone 8A. I'm filming this end of January, around January 25th-ish, I think. So I'm gonna show you how I choose the dahlia and what do I do, because I usually pre-sprout my dahlias indoors. And that way when I plant them out, I'm not waiting for them to sprout. And if they don't sprout, then I kind of lose time and space and all of that. I also got this lily that my daughter wanted me to plant. She likes dark colors, so I'm going to pot that up too as well and let it pre-sprout indoors. So in addition to that, we've got some Indian summer, what do you call this, Rebecca, and some cherry brandy as well. And then we've got some cherry phlox that we need to pot up as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is let's show you when you're at the store and you're looking at dahlias. So first of all, try to buy one where the plastic is clear and you can actually see through. This one actually has 3 bulbs in there. And what you're looking for is when you squeeze the bulb, the tubers, they should be hard. If they look, if they're mushy, don't get that. Also, the bag should be heavy, so not like dried out. And then what you're also looking for is making sure that you can't see any sort of like mold or rot in it. So, and then when you buy the tuber, some of it might be broken, and that's completely fine. So the ones that we have, so this one here is the Kogain Fubuki. Pretty cool. This one here is 2 Blue Boy and a Crazy Love. And then this one here is 2 Creme de Cassis and Thomas Edison. Alright, and then the lily again is Landini, I'm sorry. Beautiful, isn't it? First thing that I do is for my tubers, we'll make some space here. I'm going to take a container like this, and I'm going to just put it with some potting soil at the bottom here. So about this amount. Now I'm going to open up my tuber. And notice when you're opening up your tuber, see how this one is broken? That one's broken. That's fine. We're going to snip that out. What we're looking for is that the main tuber is in place. It's nice and hard. And if you look a little close, there should be some eyes there. So we're looking for the neck that's here, the tuber itself, and then a little, we're looking for the tuber here, and there should be a neck over here, and then there should be an eye. So the first thing I'm going to do is all of these parts that are broken, I'm just going to snip them out. I don't need to keep them. Actually, I have a perfect eye to show you. You see right there, that little point? That's a growth point. So that's where the leaves are going to grow out from. So what I do is I take my tuber, I nestle it down. So when you're planting dahlias, this goes down and the top part, this part here, comes up. So I'm going to nestle it down like this. And now I'm going to fill it up with some potting soil. Now when I'm doing the dahlias, I'm not burying the top of it too deep, alright? So I barely covered it. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to water this and keep it moist, not too moist, just keep the soil moist, don't keep it too wet, otherwise you're going to rot the dahlia. Let's go ahead and label because we don't want to forget what we have in here. And I'm gonna put whatever date that I put this to pre-sprout. That way I have an idea. And usually what I do is I try to keep this tag just so I can know the specifics of it, because there's some dahlias that are shorter dahlias, there are dahlias that are taller, and I like to remember what they are. For this one here, the back of the packet basically said full sun, and then height is 36 inches to 40 inches, and it blooms summer to fall. Hardiness to zone 8 to 10. Now we're zone 8ing. We don't dig up our dahlias, we just leave them in the ground. They usually don't rot, they'll come back for us, which is a blessing, because I heard that it's pretty time consuming to dig up and store dahlia, so we're fortunate about that. So go ahead and label this. Go ahead and do my second container. Fill it up halfway with soil. Now this little packing soil that comes in it, you can use it and mix it in your regular potting soil. This one here, let me just snip out all the ones that are falling, like the necks are broken. I don't need that. And I'm going to take out some of the roots too as well. Now you're looking at this and you're like, oh my god, I went from all of these things to just one tuber. That's completely fine, guys. This is perfectly fine. I'm going to put this and nestle it down this way. And now I'm going to take my potting soil and fill it in. Take my potting soil and fill that in. And I'm not burying the top of the dahlia too much. I'm just shaking it to make sure all the air pockets are filled in nicely. And so this is what I'm looking for. I'm going to go ahead and water this now. Let me do this other one because I forgot to water that one. So I'm just trying to get the soil moist to kind of activate the dahlias. And what's going to happen is I'm going to see this sprout in about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And then I'll show you how we're going to pinch them so that they will bush out and be bigger. So you don't want like a dahlia that has one stick, you want multiple, so it's a lot thicker. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut. This one has lots of broken necks, but that's fine. You don't have to cut out the broken necks, you can leave them, it just makes it easier to pot up. So from all of that, this is what I ended up with. That's fine, because you have a tuber that's here, it's nice and hard, you got a neck, and there's some eyes. I'm sure there's some eyes somewhere here. So let's go ahead and pot that one up too. I'm gonna, once these are pre-sprouted and I see what do you call it, some green, I can start fertilizing it from there. So putting it in there again. I've been doing this for years and years and it works well, because I find that when I put them out in the soil directly, it may or may not sprout, but this just allows me to make sure that I have a tuber that's basically viable. When I put this up, I'm going to put this under my grow light, because it does need a little bit of grow light. If you don't have grow light set up, you can basically put it by a window. That's also worked for me in the past when I didn't have grow lights before. Alright, so I have my 3 containers. Let me finish labeling them up and move on to the lily. Isn't that beautiful? It's called Nandini, and it says full sun, partial shade. It is planted 6 inches deep. Bloom time is summer. Height is 35 to 39 inches. Hardiness in zone 2 to 9. So lily for us do come back. So like my stargazer lily that I have in the yard, I don't dig them up, I actually leave them. In fact, every year I kind of dig them up in the spring and divide them up because they just spread. So When you're buying this, again, look for something that is clear. What you want to do is squish the bulbs and see if they're hard. If they're hard, they're fine. If the bag feels light, that's not a good sign as well too. Let's go ahead and open this up. So I've got some potting soil in the bottom here. Alright, so this is what a bulb looks like. So this part goes on top, this part goes on the bottom. This is where the root is. Actually, this is in pretty good shape. Yeah, very good shape. Yeah, very good shape. Top, root goes in the bottom, very hard, so pretty good shape. This is not bad for the price too as well, because it's at $9.98 for 4. Pretty good. Yeah, I don't really see any problems with this one here. Actually, I'm gonna pull some of the dry part of it out. So I'm only pulling that one. That's okay how it is right there. So I'm just pulling out a couple of pieces, but that looks really good. The shaving I typically just mix in with my potting soil because it just becomes part of the soil or break down. I am going to take my bulb and place it down just like this, and I'm gonna cover it just to the tip here. Alright, so take my potting soil, make sure that it's completely covered, so like this. Then I have my tag, and my tag tells me the name of it and when I actually potted it up. Then I'm gonna take my water and just water it in, and then this is going to go under my grow lights. Potting soil again. There's my bulb. Nestle it in like this. Fill it up with my potting soil. Make sure the bulb, like there's no air holes or anything in there. I mean air pockets. And then water again. And you want to keep this moist but not too wet. Mix them again. Now I don't have this one in my yard, so this will be good. Oh, what am I doing, guys? I haven't potted the potting soil. Oh, Lisa. Take my tag, put that in. Last one left. So last one left. Take this here, put it in, top it off with some potting soil. And then water it in. My tag, this now goes under my grow light. What I'll do is I'll make space, and this goes under my grow light like this, and then I'll just keep watering it. The minute that I see it sprout is when I can start fertilizing it, but it doesn't need any fertilizing while you're waiting for it to be sprout. Just keep the soil moist. So I've got my cherry phlox that needs to be potted up. Notice how some of the leaves are turning yellow. It means that it's a Cotlina leaf turning yellow, but also it needs to be potted up because it's running out of nutrients. So what I'm going to do is take it out of the container. So I'm going to hold them as a bunch. Just gently pull. Now I did water the soil, so it's nice and moist. Look at the roots. And now what I'm going to do is go ahead and tease them out. So gently holding it by the leaves and teasing it out. And I am going to do 3 per container because I've got lots of phlox. What I'm going to do is take my little dibbler. I did pre-moisten the soil and put it down gently in there. Try not to squish the root. Put it back together. Now I could do this individually, but I don't just because I have so many phlox. Great germination rate on this one, by the way. Aren't they cute? Alright, let's do a couple more. And I'm burying them a little deep because I don't want them to be too stringy on top. So I'm burying them a little deeper, meaning closer to the little where the leaves are. And if we pull another set out, so just holding them all together and then gently pulling it up. Oh, this one has better roots. Look at the roots, you guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this definitely needed to be potted up. So I'm going to show you my Indian summer Rebecca. So this one here, I'm going to have to use the butter knife, scoop this one out. Oh, nice roots too as well on this one. And then I'm going to gently tease this apart too as well. Beautiful seedling. Oh my god, look at that root on this one. And then let's go ahead and pot it up too as well. Go ahead and moisten it up. Use my little dibbler, and I'm going to do 3 per container again for this one because I have lots of Indian summer as well. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and pot the rest of these up. I meant to add that I sowed these on January 1, the Indian summer, and filming this January 25th, but that's what they look like. And cherry brandy also sowed January 1, cherry phlox, January 1. Now my white echinacea, you'll see I have 0 germination on it. So I think I don't know what I did wrong on that one, but this is a month worth of growth. Last thing that we have to do today is the mahogany splendor hibiscus. Because you notice the leaves are starting to change color to like a true hibiscus leaf. This is Johnny's, and I'm pretty sure I have like 100% germination rate on this. I sowed this on January 6th, and now this is January 25th. But look at this, guys. Beautiful, isn't it? Alright. So got my potting soil here. I'm going to put 2 per container. Gently, I'm going to pull this one apart. Ooh, look at the roots. Oh my goodness, look at these baby roots. Isn't they cute? Beautiful seedlings, oh my god. Alright, so using it apart. Beautiful, isn't it? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pot up some more of it. So, moving on to the second one, gently holding it apart. Ooh, beautiful roots again. Oh my goodness. See? Using it apart. Oh my god, look at this root. Alright guys, hopefully that was helpful and you learned a little bit about potting up dahlias and potting up, what else did we do? Some lilies, we did mahogany splendor hibiscus, we did some Rebecca, what else did we do? Some phlox. We did a lot of stuff. Have you seen behind me? And then also on top here, it looks like I'm doing brain surgery with all these grow lights, you guys, but everything is starting to fill up and I got a different row at the bottom here that I have to also put some lights there as well. But yeah, so my next seed setting dates, I'm gonna set everything probably around the first week of February. And again, my last set of things that I need to set will be the first week in March. First week in March. If you have any questions about seedling, transplanting, repotting, and so forth, what I'm going to do is end of this week, I'm going to fertilize these. So I'm going to do fertilizing them once every 2 weeks. And I use the Dr. Earth all-purpose liquid fertilizer, mix it into my watering can, and just give them a good drink of water. And then that's pretty much it. So, yeah. My seedlings are looking really nice back there, by the way. Alright, until next time, happy gardening. Please subscribe to the channel. Share with a gardening friend too as well. Take care.